What's up, football fans? I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and don't forget to check out and grab your copy of our two latest book releases, Football: A Love Story and What Did Football Teach Me? Visit our website at footballgameplan.com/books and get your copies today. Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and now that we're at the midway point of the college football season, it's time to put out our top 25 for the FBS. So let's start this video off building up a little suspense with the 25th ranked team in the country.
The Navy midshipmen check in at number 25, and the only blemish on their record is a loss to Notre Dame in a game in which they had a halftime lead. Now, the Mids are very strong on both sides of the ball, and the quarterback Keenan Reynolds is one of the most talented players in all of college football. And as you see here, the rest of the list, teams 11 through 25, both Oklahoma and Pitt are two teams that are playing some good football right now and could make a late season surge for their conference title. And what a job Tom Herman has done with the Houston Cougars, who are undefeated at 6-0 and playing a very strong American Athletic Conference this season with Navy, Temple, and Memphis. You also look at Toledo playing some great football, undefeated as well. Oklahoma State is another under-the-radar squad that's looking to make a strong second-half surge. You also look at Florida. Even though they just lost to LSU, it wouldn't surprise me to see these two teams play again in the SEC championship game, and I really like Stanford and how they're playing right now. Running back Christian McCaffrey is one heck of a football player. But going back to Temple and Memphis for a second, both squads are winning the old-fashioned way. They dominate you up front on both sides of the line of scrimmage, and they don't beat themselves. And I think this should make for an interesting finish in the AAC. Looking at teams 6 through 10, this is a really strong group with Baylor, Michigan State, Notre Dame, Florida State, and also Iowa. Now, the Hawkeyes may be a surprise to some, but you're looking at one of the most disciplined teams in college football with a tenacious defense. And Notre Dame, even with their injuries, are extremely talented on both sides of the ball. Linebacker Jalen Smith is a superstar, but the way the running back C.J. Precise has played this season, he may find himself in New York City for the Heisman Trophy ceremonies. And rounding out the list are my top 5 teams in the country: Clemson, Utah, LSU, TCU, and the reigning champions, Ohio State. Now, both Clemson and TCU are exciting to watch each and every Saturday and are armed with two of college football's best signal callers in Deshaun Watson of the Tigers and Trayvon Boykin of the Horned Frogs. Now, Utah, they're built like an SEC school with a strong running game with Devontae Booker and a defense that's physical at each and every level. But when you look at LSU, you see a team with a very good defense on both ends, arguably the best running back in the nation in Leonard Fournette, and a passing attack that's improving each and every week that also has a bevy of talent on the flanks. So keep an eye on the Tigers. I think without question, they are the best team in the SEC. And as much as people want to talk about the Buckeyes' quarterback situation, they are quietly beating teams with great defense, a dominant offensive line, and a game breaker in the backfield in Ezekiel Elliott. And I think it's going to be tough for anyone this season to knock off OSU.